Okay, so this is a Raspad 3, which is a Raspberry Pi 4 tablet, but I've got a Raspberry Pi 5 in it at the moment. As you can see, it's got an HDMI output, USB output, power in, and so on. It works all from battery. It's working on battery at the moment. And I'm using Konstakang's version of Android 15 on a Raspberry Pi 5, and as you can see, it's working nicely. I can show all of the apps and everything is nice and responsive. Everything does exactly what you'd expect it to do. And Android has been good for a long time on Raspberry Pi 4 and 5. But there's something new that's come along, and that's a desktop mode. Now, if I plug an HDMI cable into the HDMI socket on the Raspad, so that would be basically the second HDMI display on a Raspberry Pi, and then plug in a USB-A cable into the device behind. Now this is a laptop, which is basically a laptop without an operating system, but it's got an HDMI in and USB in. So the mouse and keyboard is now going to control this. You can see on the tablet it says mirror display. So if I move the mouse to that and tap on it, it will mirror the display. And if we look up, we can see that it's appearing on the display at the back here. And we also have access to this second display with the mouse and keyboard. Now, the tablet display stops working in this mode. It doesn't do anything at all. You can't get the mouse to go back to it unless you unplug this cable, and then it just returns to being a tablet. So it kind of thinks if it's plugged into a second display, you're using the second display, but it's surprising that this stays on. And this now works a bit like a laptop where I can just click on the app launcher and then I can launch an app from there, and you can see it comes up. And I can choose to go to full screen, and it changes the environment to match full screen. This is it in a more conventional setup, so you can see I'm using mouse and keyboard with this, and all the functionality is normal as is. So we can flick through all the apps and so on. But if I add the second display in, so I've got this cable, so at the moment it's plugged into, I think they call it display 0, the main one that you would use. If I plug this one in, you'll see that the mirror display comes up and I can click on it with the mouse. But as soon as I do that, this display stops working. And I've got a little display icon at the top here, I guess signifying that it's gone over to here. And then I'm on this interface. Now I can switch into screen capture and show you how this works. So we go down to the app launcher and pick something like settings. So you can see there's like a small, like a mobile phone settings section here. But if I go full screen with that, then I get the full mode. And to enable this, what you have to do is go into About Tablet, scroll down till you get build number and just keep pressing. You can see it says I'm already a developer, but you need to press it multiple times until it says you're a developer. Then you can go into System, Developer Options, and scroll down a lot. And eventually you'll get these options come up. So force activities to be resizable. Obviously, some things it does break. Enable freeform windows, force desktop mode, and I've also got enable non-resizable in multi-window, which I'll switch on as well. I have been playing around with having some of these settings on and off. Applying some of these settings need to restart. I don't think it does for the one I've just changed, but if I want to restart, I couldn't find a way of doing it from this interface, and I can't get back to here without unplugging. So if I unplug this one, my mouse should return to this screen, but for some reason it doesn't unless you plug back in and then it's there. If I do dismiss and then unplug that, yeah, my mouse is back. So now I can drag down from the top and do power and restart and plug that second HDMI cable back in again and go back into mirror display, and it comes on. So not super useful for Raspberry Pi 5. It'd be nice if we had a dual desktop system, and this app launcher is pretty basic and you do lose loads of functionality of Android. So you're probably better off to stick to the single display as it was before. But obviously the intention of this mode is going to be more for phones and tablets. So this is a Samsung phone which has DeX. So we can plug this in via an HDMI to USB-C adapter. It will then prompt me to connect to an external display, and as you can see, it comes up with a user interface that looks a bit more like a Chromebook. And I guess the idea is to bring this sort of functionality to almost all Android phones that have a display output. I mean, most of them will do a wireless display to a lot of TVs nowadays. So yeah, it's a nice addition, but how can we make it a bit more useful for Raspberry Pi? So I've done a few videos before with using a sort of desktop interface with an Android device, and CentOS was one of my favourite ones so far. But I did see that ETA Prime showed one on the Pixel phone, and it was this one here. So it's called Taskbar. Now I haven't got Google Play on this, so I'm going to try it with Aptide. Taskbar. Okay, so it's the same symbol as on the Play Store, so let's try this one. Okay, I think I'll leave most of the things the same. What's it got on desktop mode? Use Taskbar to launch windowed apps on an external display similar to DeX and other solutions. Oh yeah. Okay, there's quite a lot of options here. Got some keyboard shortcuts as well. So let's see if we can enable it. So primary launcher, set Taskbar as default home app. So Taskbar, grant permission, display over other apps, recent apps. Taskbar can optionally show icons for your most recently used apps along the edge of your screen. Oh, it requires permission for that. Okay, it doesn't like it, does it? The video. So let's allow that. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a shame it's flickering. I don't know if that's because it's going through my capture device. But you can see various different apps are already on here. So we've got our launcher just the same. Oh, but this time we can type. So if we were to type in Edge, nothing happens. Okay. Let's try that again. Oh, it starts to happen, but then it loses it. Edge, no, doesn't like it. So we've got settings here. So you can see that comes up as you would have expected it to. Let's go full screen and windowed, and we can change the size and everything. It's just a shame I've got this flickering really. But that's definitely working, although the taskbar has disappeared. Look. Okay, well that has been running on my Pi, but it's force closed itself. Aptide. Okay, so it's not a brilliant experience on this, which is a shame because it looks like it'd be pretty cool. So let's try, I'm going to shut down and try it with just on the single interface and see if it works. Okay, so if I type, oh yeah, it doesn't even let me type in that. The apps are launching okay, and it's not doing the flickering in this mode. So if I call that up again and we go with settings, move it around, but then it's disappeared now, look, and also this bar has remained. You can probably turn that off. Yeah, it's not really designed for this device. Oh, well, never mind. I think I'll have to turn it back to the standard launcher. So to do that, let's go into settings and type in launcher, and you can see default home app comes up, and the one that it defaults to is this quick step one. And you can see it's back to normal. So if you want to try out Android 15, the process is exactly the same as in this video. So this is the Android 14 installation video. And I also have a video on Lineage OS, which is always the sort of more polished version. And this also shows you how to install the Google Play Store as well. So same process as in these videos. And just look for the latest version on Konstakang's page. Devices and Raspberry Pi 5. So the latest version will always be here for the AOSP builds and also the Lineage OS builds. So great work by everybody involved, super impressive, and possibly good news for people who've got Android phones which don't support DeX mode. Looks like a good direction. I wish they did it on iPhone. But I'd also like to be able to get a full desktop browser, which as far as I can see you can't in this mode, whereas you can with DeX, and the same one with the Huawei phones as well. And sometimes it's just nice to have a full desktop interface on a browser. Anyway, I hope all this helps. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.